Hi folks, Kepi here. Currently using my brush pens to do some work in my sketchbook, which is an A4 sketchbook from Miro, and it's quite a nice sketchbook in that it's got perforated edges, so I can remove and then put it into a frame should I wish to sell it or frame it and mount it on the wall. Just getting back to the brush pen. This is the brush pen. It looks like a pen, that's why it's called a brush pen. Just the nib is not pen format but brush format, and you'll probably see that better on my other brush, my older one. You can see all the hairs, and every now and again I have to do a bit of a trimming on that brush. So these are the components. That's the nib or the brush head, and then this is an ink well. Once the cartridge, this is the ink cartridge which is replaceable, once that is put in place, you will push on these points here that have labeling. I guess in what it says, it's Japanese, I guess what it means is push here, and the ink will come into this well, and then depending on how much is in here, it will come out into the brush as and when required. Now I've got quite a lot on here at the moment, so I tend to remove quite a bit of ink from it so that I can get different shading with this. Alternatively, I just go across to my other brush, which is somewhat older and has less ink in the well. So I use this brush pen in a number of ways. Initial is hold it on its side so we get a flat movement with it. And so if I'm going to do my favorite thing, which are trees, so I can just pull it down like that, and lying it flat and keeping it like that, I'm getting a lighter tone. The further I press, the more ink will come out, and obviously the brush opens up and you get a wider spread of the ink across the page. So let's do something from this side. And again, open up the brush as we get towards the bottom, and I can now start working on increasing the width of the tree at the bottom part of the trunk. And using the brush on its side. I'm going to remove some more ink from this. It gives a nice texture to the tree, and if I squeeze the brush together, I get a finer nib, and then I'm able to put in finer detail and draw a finer line on the page. Okay, so a bit out of shot there. So just putting in the outer side of that branch. And I'm going to start increasing the width of the tree at that point. Okay. and this side as well. Looking at adding some grasses, then you can just flick the brush up. I'll use this one here. Add some bushes. Obviously the focal point is the tree, so we don't really want these bushes to be too dark in order to take up the focus. Okay, so I'll just pop in some grasses around here. And then dry the brush off again. Sorry about the scooter noise outside. Somebody's decided to have a nice little rave of their scooter today. Right, so yeah, and then definition within the tree itself can be done. If I go back, there, that ink is very light over there, and on this tree you can see the kind of definition that you can get in broken bark pieces, the inside skin of the tree, the bark on the outside. You can build up texture as you go, just as if you were drawing with a pen or a pencil. So you need to work very lightly and carefully with the brush, as you do with anything else that you would be using for sketching. Let's take something off here. It's coming from behind, and something from the front.